Roll up my pant legs of love tonight. Come on, motherfucker, and dance. Rolling up my pant legs, showing off my hairy legs. Come on, baby, ride a little honey pony. Come on, fucker. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna talk about this simply because I have to. Now, it's been pissing me off lately because it's pissing me off. It's just been straight up pissing me off. Now, this fucking Mandela effect stuff. Now, there's some that are legitimate and there's some that just aren't. Okay? Like, there are people who make videos all the time on YouTube and it's like, top 25 new things. And some of them are like, no. But there's a couple specific that I know for a fucking fact. Have changed. They have. I know they have. This isn't just faulty remembering. Because I have like legitimate moments where it's like, oh, okay. Like for example, the was Sinbad in the Genie movie, or was it Shaquille O'Neal in the Shazam movie, or whatever the fuck it was? Now I know for a fact. I remember that Sinbad was in the fucking movie as a genie. And it wasn't some stupid little TV show either. He was in an actual movie. I remember that because I remember thinking Sinbad, a pirate, is now playing a genie, and that's all he's going to be remembered for, is this horrible role. I remember saying that aloud. I said that aloud to the atmosphere. I said it to the world. I remember speaking it. I spoke the fucking words. Okay. I did. I spoke the fucking words aloud. I remember them. That wasn't faulty. I spoke them. See, I like the theory, and this is a theory. This isn't my theory, so don't jump on me. I like the theory that we all died in 2012. And that our consciousness got rolled over into an alternate universe. I do like that theory. Because it makes sense. We are living in an alternate fucking universe, whether you want to admit it. And right around 2012 is when it happened. There was a change. We did roll over into something weird. Okay, I mean, let's look at the fucking facts. Donald goddamn Trump, a reality fucking star, is our president. And there are people who just love him unconditionally. And the guy's a fucking goof. I'm sorry. Even if you hated Obama, how in the fuck can you throw in all on with Trump? I don't understand that, because there's this blatant ignorance. Okay, I mean, listen, I get it. Some people just don't want to understand it, and some people just don't want to give a fuck. I can understand that. I can deal with that maybe to a degree, but there are legitimate people that I know for a fact are just I think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And he gave up his $1 billion lifestyle so he can fight for us. He can fight for America. Are you fucking stupid? I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you real cheap if you're that fucking stupid. Okay. But he's bringing Jesus back because he cares about Christianity. If he gave a fuck about Christianity, then guess what? He'd actually become a Christian. He'd actually say with his mouth that, I'm a sinner and I need Jesus. Okay? You won't hear that testimony from the man. The man has no Christian testimony. He can sit there and say, I love Christianity. I'm a Christian just like you. And guess what? Even Satan believes in God, so shut the fuck up. Whatever, don't get me started with that shit. But I mean, seriously, we were living in fucking La La Land. There was a time when the conservatives were good, decent people trying to do good. Okay, I believe that. You know, compassionate conservatism and shit. Okay, now, yeah, granted, they wanted to go to war and have Halliburton make a bunch of money, and Dick Cheney, made a profit, but aside from all that, there was a time when I believed that the Republicans were, yes, they were fighting for Jesus, and they were fighting for the Bible, and they were all fighting for the goodness of greatness and whatnot. But now, I'm sorry. I'm going to say this outright. If you're fucking If your fucking bullshit beliefs don't line up with the words in red that Jesus spoke from your Bible, then you really need to rethink your shit. Okay, you need to rethink your shit. That's all I'm going to say on that. But yet, I'm the bad guy. I'm the order. You're the one who's fallen away. If your shit doesn't line up with what Jesus said, you're wrong. How am I the one who fell away, you fucking nit? Seriously, are you fucked up in the head? Like, oh, we believe in the GOP and we believe in the right and Christian conservatism because we stand up for making money and we stand up for abortion. Really? You glom onto the abortion issue. Well, guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about abortion. I'm going to say that out loud. Nobody gives a fuck about abortion. You think the GOP collectively give a shit about abortion? You think Paul Ryan gives a fuck about the morality of abortion? He doesn't give a shit about that. He just doesn't want to pay for it. Okay? Now, yes, you have people who legitimately care about the morality of abortion. Yeah, you have those conservatives who are in power, who say stuff and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. But collectively, you really think the GOP give a shit about the morality of abortion? Half the guys are sucking off little kids in the fucking bathroom worrying about the transvestite next door. Okay. I mean, seriously. I don't even want to get into that. You know, it's like, oh, the sanctity of marriage. And half the fucking people who talk about sanctity of marriage have had at least 4 wives. Limbaugh, Gingrich, Trump. I mean, fucking A, dude. They've had more wives than I've had donuts in a pack of 12, dude. Okay. Are you kidding me? Or about the sanctity of marriage? Yeah, which one, motherfucker? Which one of your fucking marriages is more sanctified than the other? You asshole. You fucking hypocritical fuck. Whatever, man. But I don't get back to this Mandela shit. Because I know for a fucking fact that Kit Kat had a fucking dash in it. Because what would happen is I would bite into it and it would go right to the dash. Every single time. And bite right into it and go right to the dash. And then I'd rub my little tongue in the dash. And I remember doing it. Because you get the Kit Kats and they had like the 4 little sticks and you break one on it. And sometimes I'd get greedy and I'd eat 2 at once. Okay, and my tooth marks would go around and it'd be like right at the little net dash. And I know for a fact that fucking had a dash in it. I know for a freaking fact. And it pisses me off because it looks better. Kit Kat with a dash, not Kit Kat with nothing. It looks stupid that way. It's like this Ford, the Ford logo with a curly Q, a little pig fucker tail at the end of it. When the fuck did that happen? That wasn't real. That never happened. Give me a break. Because the defining moment was the ORD that was connected with a loop. But now apparently the F has a little curly Q at the end of it. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Another one. Curious freaking George, dude. I remember that little son of a bitch hanging from that fucking tail. He had a tail, dude. Curious George had a tail. You look at the artwork now, it just looks out of place. A monkey has a tail. You look at Diddy Kong, motherfucker has a tail. Monkey has tail. Okay, you look at that fucker, it looks so completely out of place. There's like all this blank space where the tail was supposed to be. It just looks dumb. And I remember the little prick hanging from the fucking tail, fucking around with the man in the yellow hat's hat. He was fucking around with it. And the whole point of him having the tail is that you would see him like sticking, like underneath the couch. You'd see a couch and his little tail would be sticking out. And you know he's under there fucking around. He's Curious George. He's curious looking at shit. He's fucking around. That was the whole point. You have the tail, and oh, there he is. And the man in the yellow hat be smiling, oh, I found him, oh, and there's a little tail sticking out. That was the whole fucking point. And now all of a sudden, it's like, There's a couch. There's a man in the yellow hat smiling. He's like, "Where's Curious George? Where is he?" I don't know. I got no fucking tail. His ass ain't hanging out. How the fuck am I supposed to know? That one pisses me off because I specifically remember that little bastard hanging from that fucking tail, fucking around with the guy's hat. I remember that as a fact because my mother bought the books. We had the little books. There was the cartoon. There was the damn cartoon. I remember the cartoons. I had it all. Curious George, little monkey. I remember that shit. He'd get into these little antics and shit, and he'd do stuff. I remember that. Can't tell you what he did. So long ago, but I know for a fact he had a freaking tail. I know damn well he had a tail. I mean, again, you look at other monkeys. You look at Diddy Kong. The prick's got a tail. You look at some of these other ones. The prick's got a tail. All of a sudden now Curious George, oh, he's got no tail. But again, you look at the freaking artwork for Curious George, and you see all this blank, empty space behind his ass, and you're like, there should be a tail there. A little tail hanging out there. I'll tell you right now, fuck you. Because what I think it is, I think it's goddamn Google. They sent their fucking AI back in time through CERN or whatever the fuck it was. They sent the prick back in time because I don't think you can send physical matter back in time. At least not have it come out the right way. Okay, so this idea that, oh, we're going to change the past. You can change the past by probably sending data and information back, but I don't think you can send people. Okay, or at least not right now anyway. But you can send a fucking AI back. I guarantee it. You can send a freaking AI back. I know for a fact, and Google's working on the damn AI. Okay, and the AI is fucking everything up. It's Skynet shit, okay? You want a tinfoil hat conspiracy, that's one right there for you. Because I'll tell you right now, they sent that prick back, and the prick's rewriting shit. Okay? Because I think it's like the Langoliers, in a way. Not that there's big worms and shit, but I think you go back in time, there's nothing there. I think there's nothing there, but what you can do is you can manipulate stuff back there. I'm assuming you're a fucking AI. Okay? Now think about it. Think about it. Think about the kind of havoc that can be wrecked with evil AI, or at least an AI with no soul who's an evil prick. I mean, evil by nature, and not necessarily that the AI's got like bad intentions, but just because you have no soul, you're a prick. So fuck you. Okay, you send that shit back. Now think about it. The lion lays down with the lamb in the Bible. No. Apparently, the lion never did do shit. Well, the lion didn't do a fucking thing. It's the wolf. When the hell has it become the wolf? It's been the wolf since like what, 2 minutes ago? I'm sorry. I went to church for a long time, longer than Asian hooker lover. Okay, I went a long time to church. And he never said shit about a wolf ever. It was always the lion lay down with the lamb, because that's the whole point. The lion eats the lamb. I guess the wolf would eat the lamb too, but you know, that's the whole point. That's the freaking point. Now all of a sudden, you know, whatever. Fuck ever, you know? But there's other words that are being added, like stuff, like the word stuff. Like, they took up their stuff. You know, it's words that were never, like, and we're talking King James here. We're not talking, like, new translation, the new English translation. We're talking King fuck James here, like, back in, you know, whatever. Like, it's supposed to be wine or wine bottles or whatever the fuck it is, and wine skins. That's what it is. Now they're saying wine bottles or something. They didn't have, you know, they didn't have bottles back then. They did wine skins. They can make bottles. What do they make bottles out of? I mean, seriously, what they had plastic bottles? What soda bottles? What are we talking here? They didn't have bottles back then. They had wine skins. Which makes you think of foreskin, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's just stupid shit, man. They're going back and they're rewriting stuff. Which is kind of weird because the Bible does say keep the shit in your heart. Now think about it. Imagine if it was foretelling that. Imagine if that was like a prophecy and shit. Like keep it in your heart because, you know, they're going to send the AI back to fuck everything up. Dude, I'll tell you, it's what they did. Because what happened is they fucked around with CERN. Because, I'm sorry. Now, I'm not one of these crazy people. At least not, you know. Now, I might be being a little sarcastic with a lot of this, but CERN is doing some serious fucking shit, dude. They're doing some serious shit. That fucking dude, I don't know if you watch that shit on YouTube, but they had this ceremony. They had like all these prominent people. I don't know who the fuck they all were, but they put on this ceremony of like this voodoo ritualistic mock sacrifice for some fucking entity or some shit. Okay, and there's people dressed up, and they're like dressed up. It almost looks like tumbleweeds. They're like these little weed people, and they're flopping around on the ground, and there's things coming down, and like portals opening up on the back screen and shit. Dude, it was like some occultic ass rape. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like, I don't even think Marilyn Manson could come up with it. I don't even think... you put like Marilyn Manson and maybe Ozzy Osbourne together to collaborate on something, wouldn't be this fucked up, okay? That shit was, like, out there. I mean, this wasn't just your run-of-the-mill... Like, you know, we went to RCCS and shit, and they had us marching around and stuff. And we went to the Christian school, and they're like, you know, Roman Community Christian School, true to the Savior be, do, raise your standard high for the Lord. Okay, they made us sing and dance, and Yankee Doodle Dandy, and make us march around the fucking stage around our parents and shit, and then we get up on the stage and we start singing. That stuff, imagine that stuff with like occultic demonic fuckery stuff. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, this isn't just like some school recital shit they were doing. This wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna do a reenactment of like Beowulf or some fucking thing, okay, or some reenactment of, you know, they were reenacting something and it was fucked up. Okay, I'm surprised they didn't like kill cats and shit and goats and stuff and sacrifice blood on an altar. I mean, it was that fucked up. I mean, they got things in their, like, eyes and bugs and like, this weird... it was like this thing coming up out of the abyss. I mean, dude, it was just insanely fucked up. Now, I don't know who put that shit on. Like, who thought that was an idea? I have no freaking clue, but you watch that shit, it is fucking insane. It's like Bohemian Grove gone wrong, okay? Like, Bohemian Grove, I mean, they're just sitting there watching this owl. Okay, that was sane compared to this shit. Okay, this shit was just... Okay. I mean, seriously, Bohemian Grove was like a walk in a park compared to this crap. And I don't understand what the point of it is. Like whatever. What the fuck ever. So I think what they did... And I'm sort of being sarcastic, but... I think they sent that fucking AI. I think what they did is they opened up the portal. You got those little spiral portals in the sky. You see those things on YouTube, the little portals and shit. I think they opened up the fucking portal and they sent the fucking Google AI through it. They sent the little fucking faggot AI through the thing. Okay, and the little prick went back with the Langoliers and started rewriting Bibles verses and shit. Started rewriting stuff and started changing stuff. Took out Curious George's tail. And took out all that shit. I think it did. I think it did all that stuff. And then that shit eventually caught up with us in time. Because you watch Back to the Future. Einstein, the little dog, had to catch up. Which I didn't really understand it. Because he'd still be a minute into the future. But they had to catch up to him. I don't know. It was weird. But it was there. Trust me. It made sense. Okay. It all made sense. It all does make sense. And I'm telling you, it's what happened. They sent that fucking AI back in time. And I think what the fucker's doing, not only is the fucker rewriting history, but the fucker's going back to get like Satan or something. Because what happens is, you read the Bible, there's certain fallen angels that have been chained like forever. Well, they quote unquote get unloosed at some point. Now, the question I've always had is, why would God allow that? Why would God just say, oh, you're chained? Take them off. No. I think what happens is fucking AI went back in time and got all these demons and shit before they were chained and brought them into the future. Now think about that. That's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit right there. Imagine if that was even remotely close to true. And you bring these fucking demons back into the future. Which is probably why they got chained up in the fucking past. Because you send them in the future, they do all this horrible stuff. And God's like, no, I gotta put the kibosh on this shit. Well, you find you time travel, that changes everything. I mean, I don't know how that works, but fucking A, man. No, again, I'm being stupid when I say all that because I'm partly being silly, but I don't know, man. You never know. There could be some fucking truth to that shit. But I think they sent that fucking AI back. You know that AI is a piece of shit. You know that soulless prick is you know that fucker wants to destroy humanity. You know how I know it wants to destroy humanity? You know how I know that Google wants to destroy humanity? I saw and I see and I've dealt with what they've done with YouTube. I've seen it. They want to destroy the universe. You had something really good in YouTube and these people bought it and fucked it up. They did. They fucked it up. Because here's the kicker. I go to set up a second channel because I wanted to have something dedicated specifically to certain things instead of having it all clumped together. And as a result of that, I go and I want to put on my background banner. I click the little pencil icon. It says, what picture do you want? I said, that's the one, because it's all I had at the time. And they're like, okay, fine, boom. So the banner goes up. Then I go to do my icon picture. And instead of having the picture just pop up and say, which photo do you want to use? It takes me to a second page called the brand page. And it says, what photo do you want? And I said, well, this is the photo I want. It put it up there. No problems. I then go back to my YouTube page, and the photo that I just chose is not there. Well, I looked it up, and their quote-unquote, their Google experts are like, well, people don't understand that it takes time for the photo to go from one site to the other. They don't just show up. And I'm going to be honest with you, to the expert, you're fucked up, because they do. It does. It does. Because I'm sorry, if I can go onto my Xbox and get an achievement and then shut everything down and come to the tablet and check my achievements and it's there instantly, then guess what? You put a fucking photo on a fucking page, it can go to 100 different things 100 different times. Okay, it's not rocket science, guys. Yet Google is fucking it up. They're fucking it up. They're making things legitimately hard. And to verify the site, I have to verify that I'm not a robot. Okay? I have to verify that I'm not a robot. You hear me? I have to verify that I am not a robot. What do? They force you. Now, I don't have cell phone. I don't do cell phone because I can't afford the damn thing. It's like $85 a month for fucking service. I can't afford that shit. So I got the stupid $12 landline. Basic Talk, or whatever the hell it's called. Whatever it is, from Walmart. Okay. Oh, with the exception of them taking it out on the 30th every month. It's like if I don't have money in there and they take it out on the 30th, I don't have, let's say, money till the 1st, whatever the 1st might be. You know, because sometimes it works out where it's like, you know, it's just the days are weird because instead of them taking it out on the 1st when I know there's going to be money in there, because again, sometimes like if it's on a Friday or whatever. But aside from that, because what happens, they'll take it on the 30th, and then we got the 31st. Which, let's say, is, you know, whatever. Let's say, you know, Wednesday is the 31st. And then the 1st is Thursday. You know, if you don't get paid until Friday, and there's not enough money in there. Now, granted, it's only $12, but like I ain't got 12. You know, by the end of the month, I ain't got nothing left in there. You know, so if I'm like $1 short, I got like $11 in the fucking thing, and they take out 12 something. Well, guess what? They overdraft, and then next thing you know, a $12 phone bill becomes fucking $40 phone bill because they take $30 out because they're helping me out. They're doing their part to help me. Yeah, fuck you. You know, it's one of those things. Aside from that bullshit, I actually like it. So, anyways, it's a good phone for the most part. Like, oh, you can make international call. I don't international shit, dude. I wouldn't even international pancake. Fuck you. I got nobody to freaking call. Who the hell am I gonna call internationally? Oh, who the fuck? What am I gonna call Mexico? Say, how's the wall building? Fuck you. I mean, come on. Stupid. I could call Germany for $3 less than I was supposed to in the other one. No, I ain't calling Germany for shit. I ain't calling Germany for shit unless they're sending me hot dogs. Stupid. Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't remember what I was talking about. I was just completely rambling. Oh, fucking Google. So, excuse me. Anyways, so yeah, Google is a pile of shit. Google is a bunch of assholes. And guess what? They bought... Oh, another thing. That's another thing. Apparently, Google now has a hold of Yahoo. That's the word I was looking for. Because they're all saddled up with Yahoo. Well, here's the fact. I go into my Yahoo account. I cannot reset the fucking password. Do you understand that? I don't know how to reset the damn password. The password that I currently have is a random, gee, I forgot my password. Send me a faux one until, you know, so I could get in and then change it. But I have no idea where to change it. I've looked on their stupid app at every single possible thing I could click to try to see where I could change the frickin' password to something that I can remember, and I can't. So if I don't keep the damn thing, you know, logged in, like if I don't keep logging into the fucker, it eventually kicks me out. And I don't remember what the fucking password is. So I have to constantly keep resetting the password. And it's just retarded. Everything Google touches is been garbage. Their browser's okay. That's about the only thing. I mean, you can't really fuck that up. But you know they're watching you and shit. You know they're watching you. You know they are. See, I think... Actually, I don't think the... Actually, I want to take back what I said. I don't think the Google AI went back in time to get Satan. I think it went back and became Satan. Okay. Well, think about it. Imagine if the Antichrist is a fucking AI. No, here's the kicker, because I don't know about you, but I got like tablets and PS4 and Xbox One and Switch and Wii U and 2 MacBooks and like 3 tablets and 3DS. I got 2 3DSs. I got 3DS and I got the new 2DS. And every one of these motherfuckers, they have open camera. They have multiple cameras, actually. I mean, you realize that if somebody wanted to, through my open network, they could ping each one of these things and actually determine, this isn't like tinfoil hat here, this is legit, they could actually map out this entire room like in a sonar kind of a thing and actually see inside here. I mean, they could actually see in here. Now, granted, they got the open camera. Like this fucking tablet that I'm using got a fucking camera that's connected, a camera and a microphone. And obviously, I'm using the microphone because I'm doing this stupid clip, and it's right to the internet. You're telling me that somebody can't, you know, NSA shit can't tap into this? You tell me Apple can't tap into this? You tell me the fucking Google AI Satan piece of shit can't do it? Seriously? Seriously? You're telling me that as a fact? Yeah, right. I mean, Jesus, there are people who've tapped into the neighbor's baby monitor and watched their babies sleep. That's how fucked up people are. You're telling me that under this global authority of this bullshit, this Big Brother bullshit, there's not somebody in a fucking cubicle listening to this right now? Not after the fact, listening to it live? You're telling me that's not a thing? Please. I'm on to you, motherfuckers. I don't need no tinfoil hat for that. I'm on to you, motherfuckers. I know that for a fact. Okay. No, again, I might be being slightly sarcastic, okay? But, you know, like, I seriously, I can't go that far. Like, I can't do Alex Jones. I couldn't be an Alex Jones because I couldn't take it that far and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because at some point my brain has to click in and say, you're being goofy. Now I'm being goofy for the sake of being goofy, for the sake of the clip. So if the listener's listening, it's like I'm purposely saying stupid shit that probably isn't true. Well, it could be true, you never know. But, you know, there's some semblance of sanity here. And I can't, in good conscience, continue on with, oh, the frogs they're putting stuff in the water to make the frogs gay. They're making frogs gay. Okay, I can't do that. I can't do that. I refuse to do that. I could do it for a while, like I just did. Shit, dude, you got a 31-minute clip. I did that for about 31 minutes, but then I have to come back to reality and be like, yeah, I'm just fucking around. Okay, there's no clip. I was just fucking around. Although, I'll be honest with you, the Mandela stuff, those three specifically, Sinbad, Curious George, and the Kit Kats, are weird to me. They're very weird to me. Problematic to me, because I do remember those. Like, some of the Mandela effect, there's some that are legit and some that aren't. Because, you know, whatever. And like I said before about the Star Wars one, like, I can understand why the Star Wars one people think what they do. You know, the Luke, I am your father. Because you have to preface it with Luke, I am your father, as opposed to just I am your father, which just sounds like you're being a jerk. It's like saying your mom. Like, oh, your mom, like, you stink. And you don't know your mom. Okay, you have to preface it with Luke, motherfucker, Skywalker, I am your father. Obviously, when you say it that way, you know what I'm referring to. You know, it's like if you take any other quote out of context. You have to put the quote in context. And if you actually listen to what Vader says, he bookends it by saying, Luke, blah, 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 I am your father. No, I am your father, blah, 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 Luke. So he bookends it basically with the kid's name. And, you know, so you're basically saying, Luke, ... I am your father. That's basically what it is. And there's shit in between the ... that you just take the fuck out because it's irrelevant for the sake of the, you know, reference. That's what it is. That's all it is. That's why people remember that shit. I mean, it's that simple. So, again, whatever. So like I said, there's some that are legit and some that aren't. But Curious George did have a tail, and don't tell me he didn't. And Sinbad was a fucking pirate, don't tell me, or he was a genie, don't tell me he wasn't. Don't tell me he wasn't. Again, I remember saying aloud, that motherfucker, Sinbad, aka a pirate, now obviously he's not a real pirate, obviously, but Sinbad was a pirate, you know, whatnot. It's just, whatever. Whatever. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, you know what? I'm fucking tired, that's what I'm gonna say. You know what, fuck you, this is gonna be a short clip. I'm done. I'm done, fuck you.